Hi, wonderful people. Welcome back to the world of Kal'add. I am so excited to have everyone back. This is episode 13.
Yeah.
Lucky number 13.
Wow.
Before we get into it, we have a Patreon now, so check out our Patreon.
Yeah.
We have a really cool Discord that our community is growing every day for.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty soon we will be having a Instagram giveaway for for 1,000 followers when we reach it, where we have a whole lot of cool stuff that we'll be giving away. I'm super excited for. We have some coffee, we have like a module and a dice tray and some other stuff. So it's going to be a really cool little like giveaway that we'll have. There will be no yet another adventuring party next week on next Sunday. And we have a Pints and Paints on Friday where we get together, hang out, drink some beer, and paint some minis. So if you want to check out any of those, please do. As well as the third week of June, we will be having a Pride game, and that will be DM'd by Noah. He is calling it his coming out game, where it will be his first game after several DM me streams where he learns how to DM a game. He will be running a game for Pride Week that is Pride themed. So we have a lot of interesting stuff coming up. Dominic, do you want to give us
the recap here?
Yeah.
Recap.
All right, recap. All right. Our crew finds themselves in a fog cloud. Sails break through the mist, and a large tattooed man with prayer beads shouts, "Mr. Good sends his regards." If you guys remember Luke and Good, our bullywog bully that ended up blowing up our ship
with a not
last
cool
time.
cape.
Right.
This
With a
totally
lame
mediocre cape.
Yeah. Lucan
Subpar.
then steps out and mocks the crew before battle erupts. Lucan narrowly escapes the battle, with
4 HP.
4 HP.
Something stupid like that. Yeah.
Barely escapes. Riesling decimates the deck with her spiritual weapon, and Bella slays the captain of the attacking ship, while the crew of the Wavelength finish off the remainder of the attackers. One man is taken hostage. Captain, now Commodore, Bella Bones, has 2 ships and a mystery on her hands. Who was Lucan sent by? Why does Captain Longneck want Lucan on his side? Who is Iran, and what does this strange chaos god want? All of these questions are asked of Kegrel, the prisoner from the monk ship, and it turns out that Lucan is double-crossing Pirate Lord Longneck and is expecting a reward from Iran for doing so. Kegrel is slain later that night in an investigation check, along with a clutch Speak with Dead spell from Riesling, and Captain Bella Bones reveal that he was slain quickly with a short, sharp blade by someone left-handed who looks a lot like Solarum. The crew is searched, finding nothing, but there is a suspicion that it possibly may have been Luna being able to astral project and kill in the prematerial plane, which would be a twist of fate there. We eventually, as a crew, on the Wavelength in our new unnamed ship, which is a galleon of all things. Huge.
That's huge.
Yep. The crew docks on Ianzaris and begins repairs on their ships, eventually making their way to the Keyless Shanty, which I believe is Longneck's...
The Black Spot.
Black Spot, which is Longneck's head HQ and also an inn. And he addresses us stating, "It looks like the tides have ruled in your favor," and that's where we pick up.
Welcome. I'm so glad that the tides have decided in your favor. You hear as Longneck is sitting across the inn from where you have entered. once again, this is an inn where there's a pool in the center, tables around, and then an upper balcony with another ring of tables. Longneck sits almost on a throne at the other side, kind of in this sectioned off area with guards. You are welcome to enter.
I step forward and say, "Oh, Longneck, it's so nice to see you. We've had a fairly interesting adventure procuring your heart."
I've heard some rumors about it. Yes.
I imagine
I
probably
believe it was Solarum.
Solarum. We
And
have
my
it in like a...
I thought it was a barrel.
Mm-hmm.
But
Is it in a
it's
barrel?
huge.
Okay, yeah.
So I have to like carry it over my shoulder.
Yeah.
Me?
Donk.
I have heard that you've dispatched with my former man, Mr. Good.
Yes, he was a complication that we weren't really expecting.
Hmm. Well, complications in this city are commonplace. But that does seem to have left my party with a little bit of a void. And he waves, and a man approaches and hands you a rolled up flag.
I take the flag. I kind of look at its center. How big is it? Like a flag, like huge flag?
It's a flag for your ship, and as you open it, it has your symbol that was previously shown, and then long neck symbol next to it, indicating that it would be a flag showing that you are part of his entourage or part of his court under his association.
Question.
I would say you've earned my favor. You deserve this.
Whose symbol is bigger?
It would be your symbol that's bigger.
It's just like a subscript, like long neck.
TM.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, like a little TM.
Wavelength TM long neck. Oh, I deserved it.
Copyright.
Well, I'm glad that your favor has found its way to my humble crew. There's a few things that I wish to discuss with you, however, before we make this official.
wonderful. Ask me whatever you wish.
Were you...
Great guidance, sir.
Oh, ooh.
Just gonna get a little pat on the butt. You got this, Captain.
Go get him, Tiger.
Go get it. Were you aware that your Mr. Looking Good had different allegiances than just to you? Because we sure found out fairly quickly, and I'm hoping that for a crew as big as yours, that it would be at least as competent as my little one.
I think that you'll find crews and allegiances here in Ianzaris is a little bit of a fluid matter.
Mm-hmm.
People
So
will
you
move
had
from
no
one.
idea.
Well, I felt that this was
Longneck had no idea.
Hmm.
I'm gonna say it like a little bit louder. Great Captain Longneck had no idea that somebody on his crew was gonna betray him, huh? That's kind of embarrassing,
Is this
don't you think?
how your crew behaves around their new liege lord?
Yes.
Apparently.
Well, I assure you that the best way to get yourself into a little bit of trouble is having no allegiance at all. Know that here in Ianzaris, everyone's going to stab your back. It's just who has the least to gain from stabbing your back. those are the people that you should consider your friends.
Interesting you should say that, because part of my interest in forming an allegiance with you is that someone else that is a bigger thorn in my side ended up stabbing us in the back. And we were hoping to get a bit more information concerning those individuals. Did you know who Looking Good was working with?
I have some theories. Yes. And he'll wave over to another individual that'll come up to the barrel to check it. And you can decide if you let them see it.
I'm leaning heavily on the barrel as I pry up the top portion.
I just nod, let him see.
And then after the person has viewed it sufficiently, I'm gonna close it back up.
Mm-hmm. And he kind of nods back to Longneck. Well, I do have some theories. You see, there is an organization that is here among Ianzaris that leans towards a god of chaos.
And I pull the prayer beads out of my satchel and just throw them at his feet and say, "The cult of Aaron."
Oh no!
Oh man! This is our Jemedi Costco.
Well, there is definitely a cult of Iran, but know that the cult of Iran is just as treacherous to themselves as to any others. But I can't say I'm not pleased to see a few more of their ships destroyed.
Oh, we didn't destroy the ship. It's now mine.
Better yet. Careful getting crew for that ship, though. There's not many to be trusted here.
Perhaps I'll change that.
While
Fair
we're
enough.
talking, can I make a perception check, just kind of everybody around the room, what's happening?
Absolutely.
See if there's anybody sketchy, or I don't know.
Yeah, go ahead and give me that perception check.
I also want to do a perception check just to see how many people are in the room. Just get a count of if I decide to start crap right now, how effed would we be? So.
Oh, I rolled
What does that mean?
a 24.
So,
Get your D4.
Oh, I have a D4?
No, not you.
Oh,
Sorry, Bella.
Bella
I
has
was
the
wow,
D4
that's
for
really
guidance.
nice. Never mind.
Okay.
you don't need a
next time.
D4.
Can
Not
I-
with
I
a
know.
24.
It's the next roll, right? Or do I get to choose when it's the
I
next
think you
roll?
get
Right?
to pick. I'm gonna
Yeah,
Um,
it's a.
I'll save the guidance because that was a 7 on perception, and I don't want to.
So, as far as what you see, Kaori, you can tell that this is a conversation that there's a lot of people pretending like they're not listening in, but are obviously listening in. The whole tone and chatter of this inn has kind of died down a little bit as you're speaking, and people are kind of gauging, hey, who are these new people? What is the new politics of this? What else were you specifically looking
Does
for?
anybody pipe up, or any sort of gesture when we mention the cult, or looking, or anything
look
along
around?
those lines?
I'm sure there's definitely individuals that might look over or glance over quickly, but you can actively tell that there's a lot of people that are doing their darndest to avoid being noticed that they're obviously listening in, but it's almost like an expectation that don't be too obvious that they're listening in on your ear.
Okay.
There's probably about 50 individuals and then.
Damn. Okay. I'm just gonna kind of keep my eye towards the people outside the conversation instead of like really focusing in on the conversation. To see if I notice anything kind of from here on out.
So,
Make sure no one comes near the barrel.
you have my favor. Let me see this heart.
Right. Salarum.
Hoist it back up on my shoulder, carry it up to the dais where he's sitting, and slam it down. Take the lid off.
And he licks the blood off the heart. Good. I truly didn't expect this. I expected the death of both you, your ship, and possibly that Mr. Good. This was a great turnout.
I am
You know, I lost many ships on this mission.
excited to hear that we've exceeded your expectations. And sorry to hear about your ships, but you've at least gained one Commodore and 2 ships as allies.
Well, and he'll gesture over his men to carry off the heart. Do you let him?
Do we, I mean,
Is there anything else we want to ask? Is there anything
I
else
do.
we're getting out of this?
But now that he has the heart, hopefully that puts him in better moods. And I'm going to let him carry it away.
Okay.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Do we know what he's going to do with it?
Apparently eat it.
He's going to eat it?
No. From what I was able to piece together, if we're letting him take it, I'm going to go ahead and rejoin the group. I turn to Kiori and he's like, alright, I turn to Kiori and I say, looks like another sacrifice for the starfish god.
I want to turn into a fox.
Okay.
And I want to follow it.
Okay.
Okay. That's what I'm going to do.
All right. That is awesome. Go ahead and give me a stealth roll.
Okay.
If I make, like, a ruckus, would it give her advantage on it? Like, if I pretend to, like, trip and send my mace, like, scattering up in front of the dais, like, oh, I'm so sorry. Like, oh, I get up, I trip
Role
again.
play it
like,
for me. But
role
yes,
play it? Okay.
you role play it, and I'll let that be advantage.
Okay, so I'm gonna be leaning on the mace, trying to look all intimidating, and then I'm gonna like kick the bottom of it with my foot so that it goes out from under me and my weight like falls forward towards him. I'm just gonna like sprawl on the ground and be like, "Oh, I'm so sorry," and the mace is gonna go like, flying towards him. I'll try
Riesling,
to get up.
are
I'll
you
trip
okay?
Again. I'm like, we've been on the sea so long, I'm just gonna push up again, so like inching closer and closer to him, so that like if he has bodyguards, they're like looking at me, and I'm just like, I get up, trip again. This time I kind of throw it at his head a little. Like,
You know how people take some time to get their sea legs? She takes some time to get her land legs.
I
so
can
sorry,
see.
so sorry. Your longishness.
No. What is the stealth check?
15.
Nice.
That's with advantage?
Yeah, I didn't roll very well.
Oh, should have guidance you. I always
Okay,
forget.
it's okay.
Okay. Well, I would say that you slip out, and while Longneck is kind of looking disapprovingly, he's also finds it kind of humorous.
That I'm following, or that she felt.
That she keeps following.
Slapstick.
Oh.
My
Yeah.
favorite.
Yeah.
I'm just so young and dumb.
Now that you have your heart, may I ask a bit of a personal question?
If it doesn't get too personal.
If it does, I'm sure we can go somewhere private.
Well, isn't that intriguing?
I only have one level in Bard, and you're already going for that? Okay.
Listen.
Never mind, I'm not gonna.
Woman after my own heart.
What are your plans with the heart?
You could say that have a buyer that is interested in it.
Would it be the same buyer that bought the stone off of you?
Well, I wasn't aware that you knew that the stone had already been bought.
Oh, I'm sure you're not aware of a lot of things about me, Longneck.
The buyer is a different buyer, however. A more important one.
And who was the first for the stone?
The Order of the Black Feather.
Order of the Black Feather. Those are freaking Kenku.
The ones that we stole their ship. The ones that we just sailed into town on their previously exploded ship.
Interesting.
No, they were the ones that you burned.
That we burned their ship down in
It's the organization that sold
had me, right?
Riesling into slavery.
Mm-hmm. That's not the first time we've come close to the Order of the Black Feather.
They're a large organization. You could say that I have had dealings both in selling things to them and stealing from them. It's not uncommon.
If one were to, say, want to make dealings with them, where would you start?
They have a headquarters in Mariano's fish market. Well, their organization's headquarters here in Ianzaris is a little bit more pirate-oriented than trade-oriented. There is a building there.
Mm-hmm. I just look back to Solar and I'm like, are you getting all of this?
Yes.
Okay. Would you have any advice for one of your new allies who is looking to make contact with them?
Well, is your contact in regards to recapturing the stone?
It could be. Depends on what they want to do with it.
Well, you can always rely on your allies with a certain amount of lubrication. I didn't mean it like that.
It's okay.
I don't get it.
Money. He's looking for money, guys.
The money's dry.
I am a pirate.
Yes, Riesling. Yes.
I will be happy to sell a little bit of information to you if you wish about the stone.
And I kind of glance back at the rest of my group except Kaori, like just now noticing that she's gone because I have a passive perception of 9.
Oh, that's lovely.
Just like looking back at Solarum and Riesling, like
Explains so much.
should we
Pirate huddle?
Pirate give us a moment. Pirate huddle.
Should you request for information on a large object like that?
I mean, I could probably work him down. He seems really into me.
I just don't want to offer him a sum that's going to be insulting for info.
I don't know. Let him start and then work him down from there. I have some.
I'm alright with that.
I'm not sure, but we're okay with letting Longneck be, right? Because he no longer has the stone. He's giving us information on where to find it. I mean,
as long as he's cool, I'm cool.
No, kill him. Just kidding, I'm not there.
for some reason, I hear this.
I don't know. What does the fox say? Where'd she go?
Ring ding ding.
That's what I thought too.
Sorry. 2012 aside. So.
God, that was. Oh, man.
Right. Oh no, I can't hear anything.
Alright.
Alright, so we are on board. Okay.
Can I pause there for a second?
Yeah.
So, Kaori, you slip and dart out and kind of start following this barrel. it's taken out to some other individuals that start to march it out along the docks. Are you going to continue following it through Ianzaris?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
Sorry, guys.
No, hell yeah.
Fine.
Do it. Do it up.
As a fox, you kind of dart across some of these different boardwalks and docks and then onto ships as you dart along and try to keep up without being noticed.
Yeah. I also want to make I'm like a white fox, right? I want to like find like a dirt patch or where the trash is or something and just get myself really dirty.
Just like rolling it.
Yeah, just like rolling it. So I'm like not.
Well, Long Neck
101 Dalmatian style.
Long Neck's area is very swampy, so there's plenty of sludge to cover yourself in.
You probably smell
Like a-
now.
Like a
Yeah,
brown
you
green
definitely
algae
smell now.
sludge.
I'm doing it.
There's you find a barrel of fermented fish and get
yummy,
yourself nice
actually.
and yeah, I'm sure as a fox.
Yeah, it sounds great to me.
It sounds great. Our Discord has put in the fox
Oh, I'm
video.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
I would expect nothing less.
But you now camouflaged visually and by smell, leaving a trail of fermented fish smell. Track along as this group of individuals carry the barrel. You track them actually back to Zebulon's territory. You go back into the territory that you probably feel most comfortable, the Sea Grove. Almost a druid grove out on the water where you see these pristine stone pillars and trees coming out of the water.
That was ominous.
And what?
Nothing. There was just a thunderclap. I was like, that was ominous.
Yeah, and until you get to this one area in particular, that you see a lot of individuals chopping the growing branches. The docks here are made of living trees, and you can see many individuals trying to chop these trees back, but then just starting to regrow almost instantly. The barrel here changes hands, and some tokens are passed back and forth. And that barrel proceeds to go inside a fortress in this clearing within the Sea Grove. All right, I'll go back to you guys.
Okay. So, Longneck, Captain Lord Longneck, buddy pal, we are willing to trade with you for the information that we seek. What were we looking for again?
We want information on getting in good with the.
Right.
Black Feather.
Advice on the black, not parade.
Order of the Black Feather.
Black Feather. Order of the Black Feather. For any advice on their dealings, maybe what they're up to with those things. Just little bitty information that I'm sure would be very... You wouldn't even notice it. Nobody would think it would be worth anything. But, to a man like you, what would it be worth to you?
Well, Miss Bones.
A fair, lordly captain.
Miss Bones, I would always gladly take a favor due later for this kind of information.
I do. Will the favor involve adventure? Because I'm really not great at, desk office work. My brain is just
You would not be my first choice for desk
thank God.
office work.
Why? Wait a second. Should I be
Just
insulted?
move on.
Okay. Perfect.
I have your word, then?
For a favor later. Do I get to know what the favor is? Or is it just like a IOU?
This would be an IOU for when I need a pirate crew such as yours.
Well, I agree. So long as it can all be on the table. That's a very hefty price, not knowing what I'm agreeing to. Considering the last opening adventure you set us on was meant to be a death trap, I can only imagine what a favor IOU would be.
I will assure you it will be no more deadly than the mission that you just went on.
No more deadly. All right, you've got yourself a deal.
And he'll reach out his hand.
Is it like
and
slimy?
You know, it probably is a little slimy. And as you grab it, you feel this tingling sensation wrap around your wrist and settle into your skin.
Can I do a persuasion check though to see like how much he is willing to give me?
Yeah.
Or is
absolutely.
is that okay?
Yeah.
Like I feel like
Guidance.
since we made the deal, he's gonna give me something. I just want to get as much out of
And you
him
have
as I can.
guidance on top
Okay.
of that.
Harley, if you don't mind giving me a perception check based on hearing as well.
26.
Okay. 26.
How you
Okay.
like, how you like me now, long neck?
Tell me
Well-
everything. I want their names. I want their mother's names. I want where they sleep at night.
Well, I can tell you, and I can tell that the stone is of importance to you. So, while you might not have heard this from me,
Wink.
the stone has recently left on the Windswept Feather, a black frigate that just recently left Ionzaris for Stormbreak Harbor. The stone, to be honest, I stole it specifically because I knew these individuals were seeking out and had a high value to it. The Order of the Black Feather have been actively seeking it out for their own ends for a while now.
Do you have an idea what those ends are?
Jeez. Well, it's one of two things. They have some sort of dealings with the upper echelon of Stormbreak Harbor that
The
I'm not
magistrate.
necessarily aware of. And then they also have some dealings in collecting the Star Drop fruit that I believe that they're trying to distill and make some sort of magical serum from. I do not know which one it correlates to, but I'm sure that it's one of those main ends.
They did also steal our fruit, I'm fairly certain. So that would track. We had some Star Drop fruit on our ship, and during our first altercation with Looking Good, it disappeared.
That's unfortunate. They're quite valuable.
I know. A loss that I was...
Pirates will do as pirates will do.
Yes, it's a loss
The
that I
tide
was
has
willing to
decided.
take. But, so they're on their way back to Stormbreak, possibly to deal with the upper echelon of Stormbreak, as you mentioned. This would, I would assume, include the magistrate.
I know that they've had many dealings with the magistrate, but my network hasn't necessarily determined what that is.
And what about their dealings here? Other than you selling them something, which I assume is probably just a business relationship more than anything, do you know if they're going on here with the pirate lords and Ionzaris in general?
They recently sent a ship to Klepton to deliver a group of individuals, some drug traders there. But besides that, I am unaware of any other recent dealings.
Drugs. Just making a comment out of character.
Speaking of which, I would thank you for your last dealings. My business did quite well in your last transportation agreement.
I'm trying to remember what that was. Out of character, do I remember what he's referencing?
Well, you guys did deliver a whole bunch of glow tar to
Interesting.
Ian Zaris.
I see. Yes.
That was what was underneath the
And-
clothes.
Yes.
Right.
On the way over, you have noticed a significant amount of more individuals kind of drugged out.
And Glowtar was the like distilled magic mushroom
Yeah.
stuff, right? The mushrooms that I keep eating.
Yes. Is that still like an ongoing thing? You know, if you pop one out every once in
It
a
makes
while.
my tongue a bit all tingly.
I remember that.
But yes, okay.
So you want to thank her? You can take her out to dinner.
Can't take me out to dinner. I do like crab.
As long as it's not eel.
I wouldn't be so rude. I have a feeling, this question might be related, it might be completely tangential. I'm concerned about the Rim Raiden in the area. We've been trying to find and contact them, and it seems like everywhere we turn around, they're being chased off somewhere by someone or under attack by something. Do you have any information? Are they involved in this somehow, or are we just really unlucky?
Oh, the Rim Raiden, they have not been sitting well with another pirate lord.
Zebulon.
Yeah. And they're currently on a mission to restore a former pirate lord to power, but are struggling to figure out where he is and how to help him.
Right. All right. So a little tangential, but potential allies, depending on how you feel about Zebulon.
Is there anything else?
I don't think so.
Then our deal is complete, and I will count you as in my debt. Or indebted. I don't know.
I'm indebted to you. I know
that
what you
one.
meant. It was a hard.
What did you get for your hearing perception check?
18.
18. You overhear these individuals speaking outside Zebulon's fortress. That this is to be the individuals bringing the barrel with the heart seem to be ordering and negotiating this barrel's transport to a port in Highguard, which is far to the north. It's kind of like Highguard is the original power that bombarded Stormbreak Harbor early on in the game. So they are a large military force, but it seems like this is being transported in that direction.
So, just to clarify, it's at Zebulon's right now.
Yeah.
And it's being transported. Okay.
And they're hiring and contracting Zebulon's men to transport it to Highguard.
Okay.
So it's not being delivered to Zebulon, it's being transported by Zebulon to be delivered to somebody else.
Remind me, do Zebulon and Longneck like each other?
They're on
Not
great
particularly, no.
terms.
Okay, interesting. Okay. And it's pretty hard to get in, right? Like, I can just hear them, but I can't, like, see.
Yeah, I think it would be pretty impossible to get into his fortress without being seen. It's basically a couple rope bridges to the fortress. So you'd have to approach on the rope bridge or swim. And then it's a fortress to get in.
And if you swam, your mud would get off, and then you'd be white again, and they'd see you.
Unless it's dirty water.
Ew. That's gross.
This is very pristinely clean water, the cleanest of anywhere that you've seen so far. And it's pretty much the only place that you've seen fish in most of this harbor.
Sus.
Okay.
This is the
I'm
Sea
going
Grove.
to wait until they finish talking. And then I will head back to where
Okay.
the group is.
Sounds good.
But I want to, like, go through the water and get, like, cleaned off.
Yeah, absolutely. You can clean yourself off on the way. You know?
Yeah!
You come out, you shake and fluff your fur up.
Yep.
It's so fluffy.
Is there any other dealings inside the black spot?
I don't think so.
The
Well,
only thing I can think of is we're going to need more crew for the galleon to be able to
Well,
crew it
yes.
fully.
Yes. We are going to have to be here for... If we do want to set sail back to Stormbreak, we'll need to find crew fairly quickly. Depending on which ship we want to take. If we want to take both, or the bigger one.
I believe at this point, just out of character, I'm still looking for the Wild Mother. Right, Shelley?
yes.
Wild Mom. She's
Yep.
beyond the Divine Gate.
Right. But yeah, I don't have any contacts here. So, I mean, this is probably the closest that we're going to get to anything resembling a trustworthy crew. So if we're hiring here, that would probably be the best bet that we have.
I'll put out some notices and see if maybe we can get some crew. In the meantime, maybe we should regroup and think about what we're going to do next. We have a lot of threads that we can pull. And it's just... I think we need to prioritize some things.
Regroup back at the docks or at the Kilo Shanty.
Yeah, where's Kiori?
And then Kaori pops up all fluffed and recently cleaned. I assume she probably washed herself in the waters from the Sea Grove where it's nice and clean rather than the waters from Longneck's area where it's more of like a swamp. So.
Oh. Hello.
I just, like, moved my head, probably.
I assume she probably has like a fish in her mouth that she caught.
Yes, actually, I was going to say that. Yeah.
Same brain.
We were just going to regroup and talk about maybe where we're going from here now that we have information, which I don't know if you got to hear, but if you didn't, we can give you the rundown of it. Back to the ship?
We can pirate powwow on the ship.
Yes.
Sounds good to me.
Just gonna shake my head.
All right. Back to the ship. And on the ship, unless we run into any trouble going from to and fro.
It's about what you expect. It's not a safe neighborhood, but you're traveling in a pack.
Oh, on the way though, I've like crossed out again the number of ships that I've stolen and written in. And so it's like up to 8 now, I think, or 9. It's up to 9 on my wanted posters, and I'm putting them up wherever I can in Ironsaurus.
Okay.
And I'm following behind her and taking them down.
I was gonna say I will probably also grab some and I'm like holding them in my mouth. I will
Yeah, I'll
eat
like
them.
take them and I'll like
eat
hand them
them.
to you. Yeah,
I'm
take
gonna
them
eat
down,
those posters.
hand them to you.
Nope.
Okay, so that's a 15 on sleight of hand to like put some up in secret once I see you guys like taking them down.
So how many did she get up?
I don't know.
I will allow a contested perception check.
Yeah,
I was
15.
just about to ask.
Yeah, 15.
17.
Ah,
12.
crap.
So there's a couple that you were like sure they didn't see, and those are the ones that Kaori is gobbling down.
God darn it, you guys!
But
How
yeah,
is anybody supposed to know that I'm the greatest pirate? If
I'm
like-
pretty sure Longneck's got that covered.
Word
My
of
stomach
mouth.
knows.
Yeah. Written advertising is so passé.
is it?
Everything is about word of mouth these days.
We've got like a brand trademark that we can like fly up on our ship now. I think we'll be fine.
So, okay, flies are out, word of mouth is in.
Yes.
Okay, I find somebody passing by us, and I say, "Hey, you! What's your name?"
Oh god. There's no taking this one back.
I'm One Tooth George.
Hi, One Tooth George. I'm Commodore. Bella May Bones, greatest pirate this side of the archipelago. Do you mind if I read you my greatest exploits and then you can tell all of your friends?
I'm gonna like change from Fox to Fiore in this exact moment, right in front of this person, and like start pulling like a piece of paper out of my mouth. Like I want to be like right in front of him and just,
like wedge yourself between them.
Yeah, and just like hello, and then like push him kind of down the path.
I'll start hustling Bella away. I was like, he heard enough. You always want to leave him wanting more. Leave him wanting more.
9 ships. Now, George of some amount of teeth. 9 chips! As I like pulled away.
Okay.
Like strong arm again.
Yeah.
Good luck with that.
Tell his friends at the pub, I got accosted by a crazy pirate lady.
So you have heard of me.
Exactly.
Oh, yes.
So you arrive back at your ship, trying to ambush people along the way. You see the ship is already bustling with your crew, starting to get to work, trying to accomplish various things. What I'd like to do is, if there's anything that you'd like to have happen as you get ready, let me know. And then we'll do a little bit of a time skip, and I will catch you up on a little brief bit that's happened as your crew accomplishes getting things ready.
They've been busy this last month. Very, very busy.
So
yeah, at this point, I think we just need to determine what our next move is. And Kaori, I'll give Kaori all the information that we got while she was gone, basically with the Black Feather Order people, that it seems like the stone is on its way back to Stormbreak.
So, wait. The heart is going to a different place than the stone, right? Is that what we determined?
yeah, that's what we.
Yes.
So out of character here, we know that the stone is going back to Stormbreak.
Did I say heart? I meant stone. I meant stone.
Yes, the life stone is going back to Stormbreak. The Rin Raiden are still trying to hunt down Elroy. I don't know why I keep wanting to say Elmer. Elroy. And the heart is going to Highguard.
Well, yeah, I tell you guys that.
Yeah.
But, okay, I just wanted to make sure that we assume that they're going to do 2 different places.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
They are definitely going to 2 different places.
Yeah.
Okay.
One is far, far to the north, and then Stormbreak Harbor is just a couple days away.
Yep. So we've got a lot of different places to go. I mean, you guys are. I'm sure you guys are aware of my priority right now.
Which is what?
Finding the stone. That's why I was sent out.
And the stone is
back in
the
Stormbreak.
windswept feathers, the Kenku ship.
Yes, it is on its way back to Stormbreak. I don't know if it's there yet. I doubt it.
Wouldn't it be a shame if it got intercepted?
We would have to move really quick, and considering of what I know, what happened in between on the Discord, I don't think we can move that quickly.
Yeah. So.
I would like to move that quickly, but...
What if we slowed them down?
How so?
I mean, I could be a shark. Ram into it a few times.
That's
Give
true.
them a little fight.
We could do like
We intercept it.
stealth mission.
Jump the ship.
Do some small, like us go on a smaller ship in like a stealth mode. Try and get in and out. Get it? You know what I mean?
Mm. Yeah.
Rather than trying to get enough crew to get a galleon out to sea in a day, maybe we just take a smaller boat. Us.
Charter like a sailboat.
Yeah, something quick and fast that can intercept a boat like that. What is the boat that they're on? The ship that they're on?
It's a frigate, so it's a pretty fast trade vessel.
Yeah.
And based on the frigate that you saw before, these are trade vessels. They're mainly made for storage, but do have a number of guns. Is actually bigger than your galleon.
Oh, geez. Okay.
Whew.
So probably not going to be able to take that down with a...
No.
That's like attempting to poke holes in a... trying to poke holes in a ship with a rapier. It's not going to do much.
We could
Can we just follow it?
Actually,
we could try and follow it. Maybe meet them on land.
I'm worried that we're going on a wild goose hunt.
I think it's in a comparable size to the galleon, but it looks like it's mostly the primary difference is just a different build from the galleon, where the galleon's a little bit more battle worthy.
Yeah.
Is what it looks like. But
Yeah, so frigate's a trade vessel, galleon is like a guard ship, essentially. Yeah.
I think galleon's a little bit of both.
Yeah. But more military grade, essentially.
But we are in agreement, and it seems like they're also wanting the fruit to distill and make something out of the fruit.
Mm.
And this is the same people that I think took you two, right?
It took me.
Yeah.
I think Kiori kind of stumbled upon that whole scenario, if I remember correctly.
Mm-hmm.
And they're going to be back in Stonebreak.
Soon, if they're not already.
Yeah.
Well,
So
we
we-
might as well start making our way over there.
I'm not going to say it.
All right. Well, I certainly appreciate you making this a priority.
Not for you.
I mean, they kidnapped me, so.
The Lifestone and the Starfruit are important.
They are.
Yeah.
Maybe intercepting the ship on a smaller boat wouldn't be a bad idea.
How so?
I don't know. It could be interesting. Maybe slow them down, and then our ship can just come after.
Clean
We
up
could.
the mess.
We
Talking
could.
about a stealth mission.
I mean, can I do an intelligence check, or what would be like a strategizing type of thing here?
I don't know. What are you
Sailing
trying to?
intelligence check?
Tactics?
Like what is
Tell us
like
to do,
tactics?
DM.
What kind of check would it be to?
I just don't want to do something that's like impossible, I guess.
Like a real sailor
like
would
a
never do
sailing
that.
investigation
Yeah, like if I would know.
I'll let
that's
you do
impossible to do.
investigation
Okay.
with a sailing bonus.
I'm so great. I'm going to inspire
That's
myself.
And guidance. Smack on the butt.
6, not great. Okay.
Okay. Guidance 4, so that's 10. And then inspiration. Not bad.
13
plus
plus my investigation of 3, so 16.
plus proficiency, because he said.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, that is including my proficiency.
Okay.
My intelligence is a 0.
Ah, gotcha. Okay.
Okay, what was the total?
16.
You feel like if you had if you entirely emptied the catch, then maybe you could catch it up. And while you're kind of brainstorming this stuff, Cursed Jack just kind of happens to be like, I assume you're in your cabin.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure that he was just sitting there invisible and drunk the whole time.
Oh, jeez.
And he just kind of chimes in, informing you that you do have a smaller ship and a fog generator. If you're trying to catch someone, you do feel like it's going to be hard.
I feel like that Office meme.
You feel like it's
where,
unlikely that you'll catch the ship, but you do feel like there's a possibility.
Mm-hmm.
Dependent, it's not out of probability, but you are trying
Low
to catch.
probability of
You're
success.
trying to catch a vessel that's another fast ship, already
And
with a
also
head
has
start.
more guns.
What if we try and figure out where they're going to be taking it to? Call intercepting them on the ocean, on the sea, awash, and try and hightail it back to Stormbreak so we can set up an ambush for when they're transporting the stone.
Oh, beat them there.
Chances are we're going to have to deal with less people if we intercept them on land than we would in a boat.
And we just have the galleon meet us there, or?
Yeah. Have them work on finding crew and get the galleon up and running, and then we can be supported later by our crew of 2 massive ships at our backs, while a smaller crew goes forward and tries to intercept on land. We know Stormbreak better than most, and I like our chances better of creating a land ambush than a one at sea with the resources we have available. A what?
A lambush as opposed to a wambush.
Oh, my ambush.
On land versus on the water.
On water.
Yeah,
I follow. I follow.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure. I just wanted to be clear. No shade.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, it was a great one. It just, not your best. It's still good. It's like when you...
And here I was about to ask if I could be Riesling the Clever.
I
Guess not.
It's okay.
You're doing great, sweetie.
We'll keep
I'm
looking.
down with that idea, Bella.
Yeah, I think that's our best route with the resources that we have available, and I think that would play to all of our advantages fairly well.
I'm with you, Captain.
All right. Well then, for the rest of the day, let's prepare to set sail.
On the catch.
On the smallest fast ship.
The wavelength would be your small.
Are you going to take the wavelength or...
I'm under the impression that we need to leave both ships because I think they've been being used, right?
Well, the wavelength is still damaged.
Yes.
I mean, both of them are still damaged.
And that's why I'm like, I think we need to leave both of them because for like the 7 days that the Discord has gone on now, because there's been like...
And charter a smaller, faster boat.
Yeah, basically pay for a smaller, faster boat, see if anybody wants to buy the second boat off of me in the meantime, so we have more money to charter the smaller, faster boat. I know John, I think, was doing something. I know out of character.
So we'll do a little bit of this time manipulation as far as stuff goes. For those of you watching that are not participating in it, we do have a Discord that plays along with our streams, and things happen simultaneously and off screen as far as that goes. Since our stream got canceled, they have gotten a little further ahead than we are.
Timey-wimey.
However, Jorn does offer to buy the ship.
What would he have on him before? Because I know he's been doing a lot to like try and gather a bunch of funds. If he can, Bella's not hard to convince. Like, it's really easy to pull a fast one, even when you're not trying to pull a fast one. So if she can get like a down payment, then she'll be like, good, you work on getting the rest of it. I trust you. If not, I know where you sleep. Just kidding. Unless.
But not really.
just threaten Kaori. Apparently they're all scared of me.
Right.
Kaori knows where you sleep.
on you.
Give me a perception check.
Okay. 13, so 12.
So Jorn proposes, buying it from you, and he seems to have some good intentions as far as things go. But he kind of bumbles around and is not always so clear. However, Curse Jack, still kind of drunk and in the corner and hasn't really left.
Man after my own
interjects and says that he's good for it, but it does seem like he has around 500 gold pieces as a down payment.
Okay.
I would say that at this time you probably still have all the money from the repairs. And so you could probably well,
because Toxa also took like 1,800 or something like that.
I think you took I don't remember exactly right now. I do think that with 500 gold pieces, you could probably charter like a sloop.
Yeah.
No problem.
Okay.
Okay.
And that's what I work on for the rest of the day, trying to find somebody to charter a ship from. So that takes up the rest of my whole day.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and have you do a sailing investigation check again to determine how good of a ship you're going to end up with. What would the rest of you like to do? You have one day as time passes to get anything that you need. Consider this that, like, save point. So if there is anything that you need or want, please let me know.
Just re-up on inventory
15.
stuff for sure.
15 check.
Okay.
Alright.
I also am very charismatic in case anybody wants to, like...
You actually are going to have advantage because Yates will be helping you.
The investigation check?
Yes.
Okay. 15 was the better one.
Alright.
Anything that...
How far away is Zebulon's?
Getting into trouble.
It is... Your ship is on the far north of Ianzaris. Zebulon's is kind of on the south and in the center. Longneck's is on the south and kind of on the east side.
Okay. Real life Harley doesn't. I'm bad with directions, so I'm sure Kaori understands this though. Come back to me. I don't know. I'm still thinking.
Okay.
So.
I can go.
Yeah.
So real quick, remind me, we found out some stuff about the cult of Aaron and the Order of Kai, correct?
Kill me. Yeah, I mean, you
Just that
figured
they were vaguely connected, at least.
you know that Iran is one of the gods of the Order of Kai. Essentially, cult of Iran are probably another order of Kai.
Okay.
So consider it like the black sheep of the Order of Kai, if that makes sense.
Gotcha. I'm gonna spend my day then, like, trying to low key, like, ask about them, see if there's any members in town.
Yeah, go ahead and give me an investigation check, and I
See
will.
if there's any news of home.
Absolutely.
Alrighty. Investigazione. What's it? -1. 16 minus 1 is 15.
15. Okay. You discover that they're based in a temple to the far south that is only accessible by pass through the canopy of the forest because there's large predators that are kind of hunting around the forest. To get to it, you have to go from basically rope bridge to rope bridge along some trees to get to this temple. But there is a temple to Iran in the forest, Aaron. But yeah, the
Are there any members in town?
Oh, there's probably multiple members of the Order of Kai in town, but there are probably all of the Order of Iran, and they're probably located at the temple.
Okay. Can I talk to them?
I don't think you could probably get to them with a 15.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Yep. Cool. So I find that out, and that's how I spend my day, snooping around.
I'm gonna see if I can find Kaori.
See, I was gonna say that as much as I would love to cause trouble, and go snooping, I was gonna follow Bella and kind of be the mean face to make sure
That was my second choice plan.
she gets a good deal.
I'm sure I'm
You're
around the
better
ship
at
at
it.
some point. Like, you
Give
know,
me a
'cause I have to
D6
talk-
roll.
I have to talk with John and Cuss Jack and
4.
4. Okay. I will add that 4 to your roll because you already had advantage.
Nice.
You're welcome.
What would you like?
19.
All right. So she's.
But I eventually will make my way back onto the ship.
Okay.
I'm sure.
I should probably talk to Kaori at some point.
I'm gonna wait until.
I'm still mad at you. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me?
No.
No.
So
Oh, I was about to
long.
say.
Yeah, there's probably some talking that needs to happen, but we'll find a time
Mommy
for
and Daddy
that.
are fighting.
You're such a good therapist. There should be some communication in this.
Yeah, I think you guys are just like what we have here is a failure to communicate. Anyway, actually, yeah. At this point,
You might be responsible also for leaving orders with the rest of the crew. Just FYI.
So okay, so while they're off doing negotiations, I'm gonna get the crew in order.
Okay.
We'll say timey-wimey here. This is where Jordan and I go off on our weird adventure and do find Wild Mother Shelley and figure out that he is now in fact tasked with finding a home for them, finding a home for the Wildheart orphans.
Orphans?
Yes.
I love orphans.
I know.
I love her.
We come back to the ship with the intention of Jorn purchasing, and he does that down payment bit with Bella, giving her the 500 gold and saying, "I'm good for the rest." Yeah, absolutely.
You should offer to name the orphanage after her.
An orphanage named after me?
I don't know. Does that add to your pirate reputation or take away from it?
I don't know. I mean, everybody loves orphans, right? I mean, like...
I mean, he could also just tell them that they're all orphans caused by...
Oh, yeah. They're all orphaned by Captain Bella.
Oh, that's savage! That's awful!
Bella's orphans.
Brutal.
The orphans of Bennett Bones.
No.
Sounds very ominous.
Oh, man. That would be brutal.
As an orphan myself, you know, I feel like if I had someone to unite me with the rest of the other orphans in the world, I would just be even more steps ahead than where I am now.
Precisely. You can't get into trouble without a good head start, right?
Yeah.
Don't weaponize these children, please.
No. Anyway, so we have that little misadventure there. That probably doesn't take more than like half a day or so to get that all taken care of. So he'll make the purchases. I will go ahead and let the crew know they are responsible for getting the galleon back in reparable condition, usable condition, getting the catch back into sailing condition where it's not going to be, half of a ship kind of glued and pasted together.
All together with a look and a promise.
Yeah, right. With a whisper and a promise. So that's their responsibility. And then I think later on in the afternoon, towards the evening, after you guys have finished your negotiations for chartering the ship, I'll hang out and I'm going to catch Riesling up after she's kind of parted ways with Bella for a moment, maybe to go get some food or something. And you feel a hand on your shoulder.
Riesling or Kaori?
Kaori, sorry.
I was about to say.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I misspoke. Waiting for Kaori to part ways with Bella since they're off doing their negotiation.
Is it the metal hand?
I have a 17 passive perception. Can I grab it mid before it touches my shoulder?
I think that would be a contested check, wouldn't it?
Yep. Do it contested.
Okay, so perception versus stealth?
Yep.
Okay.
Sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand? Okay.
Versus what?
Versus perception?
Oh, baby. 24.
24? Oh, damn. Okay, we'll see.
No dice.
Yeah, so you absolutely do see this hand reaching out.
So cool.
And I'm sure, your claws kind of come out for a second, but then you realize who it is, and they kind of retract a little.
They probably don't retract a little.
You know what? I'm gonna lean into it. I grab her wrist and I spin her around, and I'm gonna pin her up against the wall.
Romantic.
Whoa! It's getting anime up in here.
I'm gonna push you back. And what do you want?
I've been meaning to talk to you for a while now.
What, are you gonna cut my eye out?
No. I realize...
How's the one hand thing working out for you?
I mean, it's heavier than normal. But, still usable.
I guess it worked out for you then.
In a way. And what you've been doing seems to have been working out for you.
They're flirting.
I realize that...
You're killing me over there. It's so cute.
I realize that you have made your own choices. I've made mine, and
As we always have.
there's...
Look, you've picked a side. It's pretty obvious where you stand on this.
Really,
And I'm not cutting out my eye just to make you feel comfortable.
I never would expect you to. You asked me when I had come out of that experience of being sucked into an alternate dimension and given what you view as a gift and what I viewed as a curse. You asked me what I thought of you. And you didn't give me a chance to respond.
I don't know if I want to hear it.
I'll leave that up to you. Do you really want to know what I think of you?
Are you gonna stab me? Is this what that's gonna turn into?
I kiss her.
Jesus. I'm like getting all over here. I probably go blank. Like literally just go blank.
404.
Yeah, Carrie's number.
Carrie.exe has stopped working.
I'm just like,
Your blue screen.
Yeah, literally.
Oh my gosh!
Thank you, and I'm gonna run away.
Just fox and run.
Thank you!
Thank you.
Yeah, I literally transformed into a fox and run.
No!
You basically just kissed the fox.
Oh
Yeah.
my
I
gosh!
was a lion.
And I lean up against the wall and I'm just like shaking my head like, God, Salarm, you idiot.
You look over and Onru is over there jotting furiously.
I can't
working
wait
on his next.
I can't wait to read the fanfic.
Like, what is the...
We have one
published.
character that is our romance
Yeah.
novel
Novelist.
writer that has been writing fanfics about various characters. We've had a variety of different romances,
Yeah.
including one with a crab.
Yep.
Yep.
Unrequited love triangle with a crab named Sebastian.
Yes.
And some other ones. So we have this, and yeah.
It really is the seas of our lives on the Discord,
I
you
know.
guys.
It
Yeah.
really is.
There's been, yeah.
Alright, well, now we have a KRM crossover there.
What would the title be?
I don't know.
Oh.
well,
Primal instinct.
Yeah, we'll let him figure it out. We'll update you next stream.
Yeah.
So you gotta tune in
Yep.
or join the
I
Discord.
wrote fanfic when I was 14.
There you go.
I got this
Hell
down.
yeah.
Absolutely.
well, is there anything else that you'd like to do?
Yeah, no, he's gonna retire to his bunk after that. That was just a.
I assume that you also deliver the orders of what needs to happen.
Yes.
Are you going to set sail at nighttime or wait until the first thing in the morning?
I feel like the sooner we get the jump on this, the better.
So
Do we
take
want
off
to
at
do
night.
night, like after dinner?
Yeah.
Is that under cover of darkness? Everybody good with that? Yeah? All right. I'm going to say yes from the .exe has stopped working. Thanks over there.
Literally.
Fox.exe.
You, as you've traveled around and spent the day trying to find the right ship, there's several ships that you encounter and you find that you feel like will do, but here and there you get nudged along, and eventually you find a sloop that Yates introduces you to his brother, Bates.
Yates!
Oh my god.
And he
Is he a shipmaster?
he owns a sloop, and a very fast-looking sloop. But
Does it have like flames on the side of it? What is a fast?
would you like it to have flames on the side of it?
I just was trying to imagine what a
I was about to
fast.
say, it's got one of those little fins on the back of it.
Yeah.
I was just like, what does a fast-looking ship
Well-
look like? Does it have like flames?
It instead of having much depth to it, it sits a lot more on the surface. You do feel like it's the kind of ship that you have to duck when the boom swings by, but you feel like it'll get you there pretty quickly if it survives. You know, the ocean as a vessel that's light like this can get tossed around by those waves a lot more. But you do feel like it would.
How close are we to the next storm? Would we have a high probability of running into it?
I feel like we just
You have
It's been a while.
well, no, one hit when you guys were on the
When
island,
we were coming back.
or a couple actually hit while you're on the island.
Oh, okay, okay.
So
Excuse me.
I think that you'd be 6 days from a storm.
6 days from a storm, and we're only going to be out on the sea for 1, maybe 2. with a
Probably
sloop.
2.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
yeah, I think we'll be okay.
A storm is no match for Commodore Bella Bones.
You're absolutely.
I don't know
right,
what you're worried
Commodore.
about, so
Okay, but if you get stabbed in a storm, I can't help you.
if I get stabbed in a storm. Oh, those kinds of storms.
Yes, that's those kinds of storms. Yeah.
Mm.
The anti-magic storms.
Well, just don't stab me, and then we'll be fine.
Right.
Well, you're just so stabbable.
Oh.
It's a compliment.
Wow, Riesling. Have you been stabbing people lately? Should we be
Riesling the stabby.
That does remind me. I do want to talk to you, Kaori, in a bit.
Why are people... I'm just gonna not say anything.
Everyone wants to talk to you. Let's hope we don't
I'm worried!
I'm half
She's gonna
tempted.
be like this.
I think that has more to do with the fact that the player is here today than the fact that.
Let's catch up.
Yep.
All right.
Did you want to do your thing before we head out? You said you wanted to talk to Kaori, right?
We can talk on the ship.
Oh, okay, on the ship. That's fine. I didn't want to like move forward in case you needed it.
So the crews do diligently start executing the things that you've left them to do as you sail away on your little sloop with what has now been named Shipmaster Bates.
Oh no!
On Discord.
I said it, and
right
none
into
of you
that
caught
one.
it.
You don't.
None of you caught it.
No, but yep.
I just
Discord
realized
got
right now.
Yep. Yep.
I should have known that's where it would go, but yeah.
I
That
like it.
I can't even. Every time I think about it, it just.
yeah. Another name ruined. But, well,
Good job,
to
crew.
continue, you load onto this little ship. Food and water, pretty much just enough for this journey. I'm gonna go ahead and let you give me a sailing check with advantage, with Bates assisting you.
Okay. So that's going to be, it's dexterity, right? For sailing? For actually
Yeah.
sailing? Okay, so that'd be 19 plus 3, 22.
22. Okay. So, actually, I'm gonna throw it over to the two of you. Anything else that you'd like to have happen on this journey, and then I'll tell you what happens as
So we're on the
going.
boat.
You guys are
I'm
on
just,
the boat.
I'm on a boat.
It's
away.
a small boat, and as you get going and you really kick up speed, you see a few of the planks like some spray a little bit on the inside as like you like crash into the wave, and the pressure pokes a few little holes. But you're sailing, you're going.
Bella is having the time of her life. Like if like speedboat energy when somebody's just like crazy driving a speedboat and like trying to catch the waves to like like that
Trying
is
to get air.
that is the energy right now.
Okay.
So this doesn't count as like a short rest or a long rest or anything?
You can have a long rest on this journey. Yep.
Sick.
You absolutely can. It's still gonna take 2-ish days to get there.
Well, I'm gonna be like sort of hiding
I'm gonna be hunting her down.
on the boat.
There's
out of sight as
there's
much as
not many
possible.
places to hide on this ship.
Yeah, I'm
but-
gonna be like trying my best to be like I don't want to go into fox form yet, but like I'm just gonna try my best to be as like quiet and small and not bring any attention to myself as possible.
Okay.
All right.
Are you gonna
Do I
let
find you?
Riesling find you?
Yeah, I mean, it's probably hard to actually hide.
Yeah, on a
so-
sloop.
But I'll get a vibe. I'll get a vibe from it.
Yeah.
Hey, Kaori,
Mhm.
do you have a second? You don't have to.
What?
I just want to talk to you about some stuff. But if you're like going through some stuff, that's okay. That's cool too.
I'm just gonna like roll my eyes. What? Seriously, it's fine.
Can anybody hear us where we are right now?
Nope, you're good.
Perfect. Remember we've been having these chats about this guy?
Mm-hmm.
Have you used it lately?
Not too much, honestly, but it's kind of hard not to use.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, you can't just go around like this the whole time. I guess you could. How long can you hold that for? You're not gonna do it, are you?
Mm-mm.
I
guess
an
I
eye
could.
patch.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. I guess I could get an eye patch.
It's true.
Have you used yours?
Maybe.
And
Learn some stuff.
what'd you learn?
Pretty cool stuff.
Oh,
I made a friend.
this, that. You're not talking about that, are you? A friend?
It's not. It's like an extension of Alethtai, but it's not like Alethtai, I don't think.
So you talk to it.
Yeah?
What does it tell you?
Oh, I'm pretty sure this was what was taking over our bodies.
That thing or Alethai?
Well, I don't know. We can ask it. Do you want to talk to it?
I'm gonna like poke it with my like.
Hey, he's sensitive.
What happens?
So as you poke it, would you be wanting it to move or not?
I want it to do something
Well-
like indicate that it's.
I more mean Riesling. Is Riesling okay with it moving? Do you want it to be revealed?
Yes, because I want her to believe me.
Okay. It would. An arm kind of comes out into 3-dimensional space and kind of wraps around your finger for a moment and then wiggles and like resets back in.
I call him Little Cutie.
Am I gonna get that thing clean?
What?
Am I gonna die?
No. He's cool. He answers questions. We chat late at night sometimes.
Okay.
Really good listener.
Okay. Yeah. Let's talk to it. Maybe we can get some answers.
Oh, and he moves too. Okay. Little Cutie, remember that little dance we practiced the other night where you go to one cheek, then the other, up, down? Show her the dance. And I'm assuming he, like, pops up. moves over, does
He-
his little dance.
He absolutely moves across and then like resets into your face and like slides and then comes back out.
We've been
Oh
practicing
my
that.
God. And you feel okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Feels fine.
Let's just hope my eye doesn't do that.
Well, that would be weird.
Yeah.
But cool.
Okay, so what have you learned? What?
It was, making us do things while we were asleep. I asked it to not do that without letting me know next time. And I don't think I've sleptwalked since, because he hasn't said anything. I've been feeding it blood. He likes
So
it.
you eat blood. You were accusing me.
That rumor, nobody listened to that rumor anyways. And he was eating it, not me. I'm sorry?
Is it feeding on your blood?
Yes, at some points I gave him my blood.
Eat me, Seymour.
But like, is it feeding right now?
Oh, no.
Sucked
You
onto
have
your
to, like,
skin.
I put it on my fingertip and like a baby bottle, like a baby bird. You just like boop, boop, boop. And then he like,
Riesling,
yes.
you're not weirded out by this at all.
I mean, look how cute it is. And I mean, okay. You're the one who told me about that. We have to find out everything we need to about this thing. And if we have it because before it was just kind of like stagnant, but now we can ask it like questions.
No,
That's a good thing, right?
Yeah, I'm proud of you, Riesling.
Oh.
Yeah, good job. I'm gonna look at it with my like red eye.
It pulses with white light when it's separated from Riesling's body. You can clearly see that it is a living creature, and it sparkles kind of like the blood of Odidus that you looked at once before.
Okay. I'm gonna, with your permission, Riesling, I might keep an eye on you just in case
Oh,
it decides
it'll
to
tell
take
me
over
before.
your
It'll
body.
give us a warning.
I'm still gonna keep an eye on it.
Okay.
Just because we don't know everything quite yet.
You want to ask us some questions?
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
Give me a perception check also, Riesling.
Me?
Yep.
Okay. I rolled a natural 1.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
You don't know anything.
All good over here?
You don't know anything.
You
Nope.
know
I know
nothing.
nothing. I'm just glowing from Kaori telling me she's proud of me that I do not notice anything else on the ship. The ship does not exist to me right now.
Head empty.
Have you asked, like, what its purpose is?
That would have been a really good question to ask. I was more concerned about the whole taking over the body thing.
That's probably a good place to start, but maybe we should ask, like, what.
It's usually yes or no questions. We
That
do
makes
like
sense.
1 tentacle for yes, 2 for no, 3 for maybe if we're feeling spicy.
Maybe.
Well, 'cause,
Okay.
like, the world is complicated. Not everything's a yes or no.
Yes. You're right. Does it have a specific purpose in being attached to you?
Mhm.
I'm gonna ask it that.
One tentacle or one arm kind of comes out of Riesling's face and then resets.
Remind
That's a
me.
yes.
That's a yes.
1 is yes. Mhm. Oh, I know. Did you pick me specifically, or was it just whoever happened to be thrown on Alethai's altar? Wait, no.
Am I
Simplify.
special?
Did you pick me specifically?
It holds up one arm momentarily and then proceeds to hold up 2 more.
So yes, maybe. I'll take it.
Did you give me this into my eye?
It holds up 2 arms.
But it comes from the same
Source?
place. Yeah, source.
It puts one of those 2 arms back.
Are you going to hurt us?
It continues holding out its 1 arm.
Is that a yes?
Yeah.
Wait, what? Do you want to hurt us?
It holds up 2 arms.
See?
But it's going to hurt us anyways?
Well, yeah, but if we keep befriending it, maybe it can find a way to
Wait,
fight.
let it answer, so you're going to hurt us anyways, even though you don't want to.
It holds up 1 arm.
Is something controlling it?
It holds up 3 arms.
You don't know what's controlling it.
It holds up 2.
It's a no. This is why I confided in you. You're the smart one. I've been doing dances.
So should we get rid of you?
But then I won't have any friends on the ship.
It holds.
I'm your friend.
Aww.
Oh my god.
Gotcha.
It kind of blinks its eye and doesn't hold up any arms.
I say we mine it for information. They say the enemy you see is better than the enemy you don't see.
I worry that...
Yes, that is the same
Here, let me
where
ask
I
you a
come
question.
from.
Would removing you from Riesling cause Riesling harm?
It raises up 3 arms.
Would it kill Riesling? Do you know?
It raises up 2 arms. But then kind of like shakes them questioningly.
You're like,
Do you know possibly where the person controlling you would be, if you could guess?
It holds up 1 arm.
Can we free you from the person controlling you?
It holds up
Is it-
1 arm.
Will you still hurt us?
It holds up 1 arm.
Oh, so if you were free, you'd still hurt us?
Maybe it wants our blood.
That's what I think. I got a lot of it.
Oh my god, Riesling.
Mm.
Not for the starfish.
We've talked a lot. I told the starfish a lot of stuff.
I'm happy for you.
It
also-
kind of, when it does that, it kind of like waves around like it's trying to communicate more information about the last question, but it can't.
We can't understand it.
Can I can't get any other information from it with my other eye, my red eye. Like, can I try communicating mentally, like looking through that? I don't know. Grasping at straws here, I guess.
I don't know if you necessarily would be able to communicate with it with the other eye. But you know, there's information that you might be able to gather in some other way.
Okay, I'm gonna probably close my one eye and just look at it with the red eye.
I'll get closer.
It's okay, Riesling. Thank you.
No? Back up? Okay. I'll give you your
As you
space.
get
I probably
closer, you
jump back
probably
as your
see
face gets closer to
that
mine, not gonna lie.
Little kiss shy.
her eye is spinning, and the starfish within her eye is moving as she stares at you and is activating this ability.
Did you know yours moves too?
I didn't realize there was a starfish.
What did you think was happening?
I knew there was it was red. It's red. That's what I knew. Oh no.
Well, it looks like a starfish.
Okay.
Do we need a mirror?
Well, just look at it. Does it ask you
Okay.
a question? Does it do anything?
Hi. Do you want to be big cutie? 1 for yes, 2 for no, 3 for maybe.
It proceeds to slow down and go entirely still.
It stopped moving,
It's
but it's not waving any arms. What if it needs to be fed blood?
You want me to put blood in my eye?
No, you don't have to do it. I can do it for you.
No! Yucky.
It's like when you get like an eyelash in your eye and you drip some water in there. Just like wash it out.
I'm gonna try this Riesling, but I don't like it. And I'm gonna do Primal Savagery and just like cut tiny drop, like cut my finger a little bit to get a tiny drop and like drop it in my eye.
Yes.
Nothing happens.
The microbiologist in me is screaming. Like,
I was about to say the pandemic liver thrower in me is screaming.
Yep.
It's not doing
What happened?
anything.
It didn't do anything?
No,
It didn't do anything, no.
I'm gonna like lick the blood off my finger.
Lick it off your eye too.
Ooh!
Sounds like a lizard.
I just-
yeah.
Like,
I'm just gonna like lick my eye a bunch and wipe it.
okay. Well, it's not spinning anymore.
I'm gonna look back at. Do I really little cutie?
Yeah, Lil cutie.
Okay. Little cutie. Can you communicate with my eye?
It holds up 2 arms.
I think I know the secret.
What's the secret?
The first thing I fed mine was the shark thing we killed's blood. Like the
I don't want to
magic
stick any
blood.
more blood in my eye.
Well, yeah, but that was magic blood. The one that we
Wait.
found like on our person. Remember that?
Yeah, but we
It
don't
was a
have
wild
any
time.
magic blood.
You didn't keep it? What did we do with it?
Oh, the vial of blood?
Yeah, the vial of blood.
I mean, I think I still have it.
You still have it.
I've long since fed mine to a little cutie.
Am I really gonna put
Will
it
you
on
have
blood?
fed all of it to little cutie?
Probably not. I
Because
have a little bit left.
I was under the impression that little cutie has only gotten a drop.
Okay, well then, little cutie has only gotten a drop.
Okay.
What if he gets more powerful and bigger if I feed him more?
Yeah, Riesling, it wants to hurt us, so maybe not.
Well, yeah, but it said it's not in control. It's like answering to someone, and we could free him.
It said it was gonna hurt us anyway.
Well, yeah,
It
but
didn't
maybe
answer
it
the
might change
question.
its mind.
I can change him.
Oh,
That's
no.
100% what's happening.
He's not just, he's
Well-
not bad, you know?
Can I make like some sort of check to see if I can figure out a better way to get more information, like an arcana or perception or something? Maybe figure out if there's a better way to get information.
I think that you could give me an arcana, but I'm going to have you think about that, and we're going to take a quick break.
All right.
It is our break
Solid.
time. So we'll come back in 15 minutes or so, and yeah. Thank you all for tuning in. We'll be right back.
Thank you.
Welcome back. Thank you so much for joining us. This is episode 13 of Kal'add. For those of you that are just joining, we do have a Patreon. I would love if you joined our Patreon. If you're a part of our Patreon, we have a lot of cool insider stuff that should be coming soon. We also have a Discord that's pretty awesome. Our Discord, you get to kind of play along with this stream, and hopefully we have some other crossovers that hopefully will be happening soon. Soon we will also have an Instagram giveaway. We have yet another venturing party next week, but this week we do have a Pints and Paints stream. And the third week of June, we will have a Pride Month game. But to hop back in where we left off, the two of you, Riesling and Kaori, are interrogating little cutie. Would you like to give me that Arcana check? Okay. With a 16, you probably are under the understanding that it would gain more capabilities the more of this blood that you give it. However, magically, that's probably the only way that it can communicate more clearly to you. You feel like a speak with animals or some sort of spell like that would probably not work, but something telepathic, if you do have that capability, might work with it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I definitely don't. I definitely heard bee sense. I was like, it's not a bee.
Bees!
Hello, bees.
I don't know if it's... Let me...
It's an empathetic connection rather than a telepathy.
Is it friendly? Does it like me?
Am I its favorite?
Mm-hmm.
I just don't think that I really consider it a beast, but I will allow you to do it.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
Oh, probably. What if it wanted us to have the magical blood? That's why it gave it to us.
Hey, we're not getting Harley through the through OBS.
OBS, can we go to
Audio.
just a break real fast? We're just going to take a quick technical difficulties break. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, we're back. Hopefully we've gotten it figured out. So back to the two of you.
Magic blood?
Oh, yes. What were we talking about?
You were discussing that both of you had the same vial of magic blood, and if they had given it to you.
I have a question for little cutie.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Did you want us to have the vial of magic blood for a reason?
It raises 4 arms, and then it raises 1.
Yes?
1 is a yes. We didn't talk about a 4. Did whoever's controlling you want us to have the magic blood?
It holds 1.
Yes, I got it. I'm winning.
Do you want more magic blood? I'm gonna ask little cutie.
It holds up 1 arm.
How quickly does it, shoot the arm up?
Just regularly.
Okay.
Riesling, have you tried any of the magic blood?
I didn't taste it. I don't drink blood like you do.
She's spicy
I'm
today.
gonna pull it out of my bag, and I'm going to taste a drop.
So,
See?
yeah, it tastes like blood, but something's a little different about it. It's a little sweet, and as you taste it, it reminds you of the same odd taste that the sea has here, and the odd smell that that you can smell on the breeze. It's something about it is strange, but in a way that's almost familiar, and reminds you of this part of the world.
Well, we'll see if it does anything to me.
Do you feel any different?
I don't think so.
You want me to feed some little cutie?
No.
Oh, I shouldn't do that?
No, if you have to feed it, just feed it regular blood for now.
Okay. I can do that.
Riesling, I think you're right about using it for information, but it was pretty honest with us that it does want to hurt us, so I don't think we should give it any more power than it already has.
It holds up 4 arms.
I don't care if whoever's in charge doesn't like it. I'm going to say that's a little cutie.
It doesn't react.
Also, whoever is controlling you, can they see us?
It holds up 1 arm.
Oh. It's looking through its eye. Or my eye! God damn it.
Why? Did something happen?
What are you talking about?
Well, I mean, I haven't done anything weird. It can watch me all day.
Well, it can hear our plans.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's not good.
What do you mean you haven't done anything, Riesling?
I've just been walking around talking to people.
You undressed? You don't want it to see you undress. See? I may consider an eye patch.
Yeah, I could do like a bandage, like a really cool bandage, like across like my face.
Little cutie, can it hear us?
It holds up 3 arms.
I'm gonna guess that means sometimes.
Or it doesn't know.
Oh, that's true too.
4 could be I don't know.
Is 4 I don't know?
It holds up 2 arms.
No, it's not. It's not. That's not what 4 means.
Do you know how to write?
It holds up 2 arms.
Oh, that was a good idea.
Close, yeah. I was gonna say.
Give it a pencil.
I'm about to say, no, I'll just drop some blood on my face and it can like
gross.
drag in like a, it can like a Ouija board, like leave a slime trail.
No.
You know, you're
What do you
making
think happens
something
on Ouija
so
boards? Like there's a slime trail. How are you using Ouija boards? No, like Where
No,
is the
no,
slime
this is a
trail
no
of
judgment
slime?
zone.
Oh,
That's not what happens when you use a Ouija board.
Starfish and slimy
I've
Ouija.
never had a slime trail occur.
Well, you're not using it right then, obviously.
I guess not. Wow.
Oh my god,
I just love how
guys.
you're making something so horrific sound really cute, and then that's my favorite part of all this.
It's fine. I'll
Okay.
shred it in blood on my face.
In the meantime, look, we'll have to think of more questions. In the meantime, we just need to keep an eye on it.
Do you think we should tell the others?
I was gonna ask, you haven't told anybody else?
Mm-mm. It's just been me and little cutie.
Well, you know Solarum isn't gonna like it.
That's true.
I mean, he really might stab me this time.
I would jump in the way.
Oh, I wouldn't let him stab you, though.
Aww. Okay, so we don't.
He
tell
really might
Solarum.
stab you in the face, though.
Oh. Yeah, no, I like my face.
Okay, let's just not say anything yet.
Okay.
One last question.
Mhm.
Little kitty, do you know about the Life Stone?
It holds up 2 arms.
Aww. That was a good try.
Okay. Thanks for telling me.
Thank you for listening. I didn't want to just be making decisions on my own because I don't always make the best.
Just gonna and pat your head.
Is there anything else?
And don't forget, you called me friend.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll skip away.
Is there any other interactions that you'd like to have happen?
So, like, during this, while they're away, and it's just me and Solarum chilling, I'm just like, so Solarum, you know what I've noticed?
What?
Ever since, is it Oneru? Or Aniru?
Oh no.
Onru?
Oneru? Okay. Ever since Oneru came on the ship, there's been a lot of, like, romance. Wouldn't you say?
Yeah. I know. Wit and Oleander.
I saw that!
No.
Isn't that just so cute?
Very interesting. And
If you could kiss anyone on the ship. I'm so sorry.
you just see like his mane is just like poofed up, like
Your hackles go
like
up.
hackles. It's just like
I think, you know, Joel's really cute, but I think he's scared of me.
I mean, who would you kiss?
Well, I don't know. I'd probably make a list first. Deal out the pros and cons. You know, being a captain, you have to be careful about who you kiss on the ship.
Favoritism, right?
Favoritism.
Yeah.
And as a first mate, I'm sure you understand how serious that can be.
Absolutely. No relationships with lower ranking crew members, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
Absolutely.
wait a second. We're like pirates. We don't listen to rules anyway. Kiss whoever you want.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna come up behind them right at the end of this conversation. Hey, Bella.
Oh,
How
hi.
far away are we? How far away are we?
I'm probably about another day, right?
It's gonna take about 2 days of a journey, so
Day and a half.
we
I don't
can
know how
say
long
that
we've
is
been
a
on.
day or
Yeah.
something. And
I figured we already got a long rest, so day and a half.
Sure.
Maybe.
Yep.
But day and a half if we keep up this speed.
Okay. And I'm gonna go back and hide.
Where you been? Wait,
What?
where you been?
Just, maintaining my strength.
Right.
I'm very pointedly not looking.
Were you down talking with Riesling? Was she there with you?
Oh yeah, we're just planning, scheming.
Without me?
Riesling goes like skipping by, whistling like she's just happy as a clam.
Yeah, we're not very good at it, not gonna lie.
Well,
You're much better at it.
I wanted to scheme. I like
So what's the
scheming.
plan once we land?
Okay, so I was thinking. I did this one move once called the pincher beetle maneuver. Oh no, wait, that was a different move.
What is that one?
So we just need to figure out where they're going to be, right?
Right. Yeah,
And
find out a good
they're going
idea.
with the upper echelon of the I assume the magistrate. Oh, somebody should be driving. They're going with the upper echelon as the boat like starts.
You're driving this boat.
Yeah.
It tracks.
I don't know how to drive a boat. I mean, Bella knows how to drive a boat. I don't know how to drive a boat.
Anyway.
Like, it's
just
like this.
stand there and hold it.
Yeah, you just like one-handedly, like a G.
Mhm.
Yeah, and you just like.
Oh, yeah,
sit
you gotta lean back.
Just like lean
Yeah,
back.
you got me.
So anyway, I was thinking.
Still going like this.
It's like, oh my
Riesling's
god.
now hurling over the side of the boat.
Okay, all right. So I was
Ambush.
thinking. Anyway,
They're heading-
ambush,
Heading
right?
up to the Iron District.
Yes. We need to get to the Iron District because all he said was upper echelon. Well, what other upper echelon is there other than magistrate on
I mean,
Stormbreak?
there are
Magistrate
nobles there.
Nobles, but like,
Right.
we know Lawrence was interested in the stone.
Right, already.
I guarantee you it's going to him.
I'd be happy to get another chance at him.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. We could maybe get into the Iron District. We know I can get us in. I have enough money now, absolutely, to get us in.
We don't look the part exactly.
That's all right. Rich people never dress like rich people. That's just like a myth. If people have money, you won't be able to see it on them.
We gotta
We
have
could
at
get new
least
clothes.
papers or something like that.
I wouldn't mind new clothes.
I mean, we could go. We could have like a shopping day. Not like a whole day, but
I
like
mean,
a
we could just grab
montage.
something. I can just borrow something.
Borrow something. Oh, borrow. Oh, wink. And yeah, I like that.
I mean, you know, if a fox just happens to run into a nice clothing shop and makes a little bit of chaos and runs out with a few things, I think it'll be okay.
I love it. Has like Benny Hill vibes written all over it.
Who's Benny Hill?
This wonderful playwright from where I'm from.
It's canon. Benny Hill's a playwright.
Back where I'm from,
Right.
wherever that's at.
Yep.
I don't know.
Also, I'm pointedly ignoring everything Solorum says.
Yep. So
Like,
anyway,
obvious.
I don't know. I was just lonely, you guys, and I felt left out, and I wanted to be a part of the scheming, but that's all I have so far.
I think
I'm
it's a good
sorry. I
solid
mean,
plan.
figure you're busy, you know.
Driving.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know.
driving the ship, is that the right term? That doesn't feel right.
Sailing,
It'd be sailing.
navigating,
Sailing? Duh, oh my
Steering?
god.
Oh.
driving the ship. It's okay.
So we have the who. Where do we want to set up this ambush?
I think
In transit's going to be the best
yes.
attack point. So,
So-
from the docks to Magistrate Lawrence, or from the docks to the Iron District.
Do I have like some maps of Stormbreak?
I assume that you probably have seen a map of Stormbreak. You could probably assume that, given how fast you're sailing, it might be hard to. You feel like it's probably unlikely that you'll be catching them before they get to Stormbreak, but you'll probably be getting to them around the same time as they get to Stormbreak.
So I think
So unless they offload right away, which I don't think that they would, they'd have to take some time to organize things and get their guards up there and stuff like that. We could.
we know some secret tunnels.
We do. And we know the one that leads to the island.
Yeah. Would that be helpful in any way? Where did the tunnels lead before? Did they led to the Iron District, right?
We have the one that
There's some that lead to the Iron
Yeah.
District.
we
correct?
have the directions of the one that would lead from to that manhole where the two
Yeah.
boys came out in the Iron District, so they know how to get there.
Oh, the other little orphans.
Right.
The twin orphans.
Yes. Ovid and Zod.
I was gonna say Pinky and Pinky, but yeah, those names are better.
What if we just break into the magistrate's place?
That's what I was thinking. I was like, just get where they're gonna be
Bet
delivering
he's
it.
involved.
Just like,
Sneak in?
I'm just gonna point out that the last time that we went to the magistrate's place, that interesting things that were unexpected happened.
like what?
Kaori came back with a red eye.
Oh, right. Well,
look
now we
away.
know why. I mean, like, he's obviously working with these people, with this black-feathered people.
Right.
And so we know more than we did then. We know more now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm stronger. I don't know about you, but, like, I'm better than I was before because I'm always improving. Yeah.
I think
That's why we were
Commodore
level
now.
1.
we might have a better chance of going up against him. What I'm more concerned about is numbers. We're a small covert team. If we can sneak in there, we're probably going to stand a pretty good chance. But it's the sneaking in part that's going to be the challenge.
I mean,
If
that's
we're going for
fair.
him at his place of highest power or whatever.
That's easy.
how's it
easy.
easy?
How do we sneak into rich people's houses?
Pretend to be the servants.
Mm-hmm. I can
Alright.
carry a box.
I can also carry things.
I'm very good at carrying things.
You know, I'm a very good entertainer. Maybe he'll hire me for like a party or something.
It could be like you could be the entertainment, and Kaori could be like the trained fox, and
Yeah.
we could be the bodyguards. 'Cause
Yes!
You never perform at a house party without bodyguards.
You guys, you know what I'm hearing. Heist, 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 heist.
Do you think the nobles have parties all the time, right? Maybe.
They have to. What if...
Do you guys mind if I just fast forward us a little bit?
Yeah.
So as you guys talk about this heist and your plans to throw this extravagant party and sneak into the manor, you manage to travel the journey and get to see the ship, the windswept feather, sailing kind of in the distance as you start to catch up to it and you find your way to the harbor. As you kind of pull around the island, you're revealed where the ship has docked. The ship has not docked in the harbor district. The ship has docked up against another ship that is up against the waterfall. And the waterfall now has a structure that's been built to provide not a dry entrance, but an entrance with splitting most of the water so that at least you can walk through into the main room that you've seen before. So there's these two ships that are kind of docked up against each other, and the structure that's been built kind of going in.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what you see.
They're using our secret tunnels.
Right.
Sorry, I wanted to provide that information for planning.
Before
Yeah,
we
no,
throw
it's
an
fine.
extravagant party.
Yep.
Yep.
Um.
So we know that they're going to be in the tunnels. We have two choices here. We could go in and try and get the life stone after it's already been delivered, or we can dock the ship, get to one of the access points, and follow the tunnels to the waterfall.
That's what I was thinking. We know where it goes, right? We know some of the tunnels. We can cut them off. How many people can they have in tunnels? Not very many. We would be forcing a fair fight.
It's a pinch point for sure.
Okay, I'm down with that.
All right.
And then if we get our butts kicked, then we can always try and go and get the stone at his mansion.
There
Then
you
we
go.
could throw a party.
And then, yeah, plan B, party. I like that.
Backup plan. All right. So, which access point do we want to use?
The manhole, right? We were fairly
The
certain
iron-
that the manhole.
So there was an access point in a park that
Yeah.
you discovered.
Yes.
There's also one that's a little bit closer to the orphanage,
Mhm.
and I believe that there's also a couple in the harbor district that you know of.
Okay. So Harbor District's probably going to be our best bet for a quick quick access to one of those points.
All right.
It's going to take us a little longer to actually get there. The other option, and I don't know, like as we're circling the harbor, can we see what progress they've made on the prison island?
It's looking a lot more like a fortress now. You see palisades kind of around the whole end with cannons mounted around.
So it would be a pretty low probability of us being able to get in there with the sloop and like dive into the cave where we were before.
I mean, they got cannons right above those holes.
That's what I figured. Okay.
It'd be easier to park somewhere else and sneak into those holes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. So then I say Harbor District, and we go for it.
All right. It's funny, we're doing like a foxhole plan.
Ha.
Did you really? Can you say that?
I think I can.
Culturally insensitive?
I don't think so.
I'm not offended.
Okay, that works.
Good. All right.
What's that offended about? It's a foxhole.
All
right. I pull the ship in to dock.
You pull into the dock, and you quickly tie and Shipmaster Bates goes ahead and takes care of making sure that everything's going to be tied up as the party hops off, and I assume heads correctly to the closest entrance to these tunnels.
Yep. I think so, yeah.
As you weave in and out of these tunnels, you come back to the room that you found the pots in before that had been scraped so many episodes ago.
Mm-hmm.
From the glow tar had been scraped, and you head down into the tunnel. Who will be leading? And that person needs to give me a stealth check.
I'm pretty good at stealthing.
I get disadvantage, so not me.
I do a lot of stealth, but I actually have no modifier for it.
Oh shoot! Yeah, I'll go ahead and take the lead then.
I mean, I have stealth, but I also don't have any perception, so I should not be leading. So it sounds like you in the front.
I'll take the lead.
Slurm, take the lead.
All right. Stealth check, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, guidance. I guidance you.
Guidance. Oh yeah, I'm gonna need that.
Yeah, I smack you on the butt.
Okay, great. So that's a D4?
Guidance is just a smack on the butt.
It's a D4?
Yes,
D4.
Okay.
Yep.
2. Okay. Like a total of 10.
Oof.
Yeah, not great.
Woof.
So you start to stealth your way down this tunnel, and it feels a little slimier than last time.
Ew. It might have been using an Ouija board. Sorry.
I'm never hanging out with you guys.
Well, you don't do that on the weekend?
Yeah.
No, I never have slimy Ouija board parties. I'm sorry.
Missing out.
I know. It's a trip.
You slip and kind of fall, but as you kind of peek out, it doesn't seem like anybody noticed.
All right.
Their perception, they rolled way low.
Again, Kronk against the wall.
You see that this old room kind of that had a kind of crescent shaped landmass with a waterfall on the opposite side, has been built out with some other wooden structures. There's currently 6 Kinku guards, kind of positioned at different points. There's 2 up against this large stone door that you see that there's large gouge marks in now that weren't there before. In front of that door is a basin that was there from the very beginning. There are 2 guards kind of at this like waterfall entrance that they've made, and 2 that are kind of hanging out near the shelves that used to be storing a lot of the equipment for this glow tar that's now been cleared out.
Okay. Do I see the life zone? First of all.
You do not see the life stone.
Okay.
Can I use my eye to see if I can see anything?
Yes, absolutely. You see this weird glowing kind of residue in this basin. It seems very similar to the Odidus's blood. Maybe something a little bit different, but similar as far as this residue that's in that basin. That is probably the only thing that your eye would detect that you'd see that is abnormal.
Okay.
I can make them go to sleep.
What?
I can make them go to sleep. Is that what we want?
How many are there?
There's 6.
6 of them.
You can make them all go to sleep?
I don't know. I can cast it at my highest level. I can like focus really hard. What? How else? You give an idea.
Let's try that.
Stab them all.
Well, let's try the sleep thing first, and then if it doesn't work on any of them, then we
the ones
stab
that
the
don't sleep.
leftovers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Eat 'em.
All right.
Looks like we're eating bird tonight.
Alrighty, so I am going to cast sleep at. Hold on, let me scroll. I'm going to cast sleep at 3rd level.
Okay.
So that is 5d8 is how many hit points of creatures.
Do you want to roll that for me?
Yes, I will. Oh, that's a lot of d8s. But then when using the spell 2nd or higher, add an additional 2d8 for each slot above 1st. So 1st, 2nd, so that's 7d8. 2 more, that's 9d8.
All right.
I'm gonna use a computer for that. That's a lot of d8s. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, no, too many. How do I reset it? Shoot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Don't overshoot it. Rolly, rolly, rolly. Total is 30. So 30 hit points of creatures. Go to sleep.
Those that that do not totally have their hit points consumed, would they be cognizant?
That is an excellent question. Start with the creatures that has lowest current hit points. Each creature affected by a spell falls unconscious. Subtract each creature's hit points from the total before moving on. The creature's hit points must be equal to or less. It doesn't say.
I think it just.
I'm gonna say that it doesn't. 2 of them fall asleep. I'll say starting with the 2 that are next to the door. But then the 2 that are kind of by the shelves, directly, kind of more on the opposite side of like this giant chamber.
Mm-hmm.
Those 2 are still awake, and there's 2 that are kind of at this wooden entrance.
Did they notice
at the waterfall.
anything?
They didn't.
I could do it again. Do you have another 3rd level? Can we do it again?
I could. Do you want me to blow another 3rd level on it?
I mean, maybe just do, if there's 2
ones by
of
the
them, the ones by the ship, maybe just do those?
You mean the 2 by the shelves?
Or shelves? Maybe?
I do want to remind you that this is a chamber on the inside of a waterfall, so it's a very, very loud chamber.
Yeah.
Wait, they can't really hear us right now?
No.
I mean, no,
They
you'd
didn't
probably
notice.
be struggling to hear each other.
Mm-hmm.
So what if we go
No.
behind one of them and stab?
Can we sneak up?
Yeah.
All right.
Sneak and stab?
I'm gonna sneak. I'm gonna sneak.
Who's doing the sneaking?
I'll sneak.
Oh, well, there's 4 left, right? We could just each take 1?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So I'll go ahead and sneak up on one of the ones over by the shelf, I guess.
Okay. Who else is sneaking up on the shelvies?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and do that.
Yeah.
So that's a 17 for stealth.
Okay, you are able to sneak up against.
I'm gonna use my inspiration on that.
All right.
Okay. All right. That's a 7.
Okay.
For sneaking.
I will let you have an out of combat action.
All right. So I'll go ahead and sneak up. Let me see here. I think I'm gonna go ahead and go for a. Yeah, just go for unarmed, 2 unarmed strikes.
try and knock him out.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be 2d6 plus 8. Is it an auto hit, or do I need to roll?
You need to roll
Okay.
for it still.
That's going to be plus my dex, so that's going to be a 19 to hit.
That hits.
All right. So I'll roll again. Sorry for the second hit as well. First hit's a 19. Second hit is going to be a 13 to hit.
Meets it, beats it.
All right. So that's going to be 17 damage to
You kill it.
non-lethal. So
Okay, you knock it out.
Just like, go to sleep,
Yeah.
go to sleep, go to sleep.
If you want to describe what you do exactly,
Yeah.
or you just
yeah, no. As far as that goes, I grab him by the shoulder and then I just punch him straight in the temple, and he just goes down, and then I drag him back into the shadows. I'll see her. Is it possible that I could see her about to fumble this scenario?
I think we're gonna, as soon as this is resolved, I'm gonna enter.
Okay.
Yep.
We're gonna roll for initiative.
That's
Any
all
chance that I'd be able to throw in a flurry of blows and go after the second guy?
I will
Get
allow
a
it.
little greedy. Okay, cool. So we're gonna go ahead and blow.
Just because I want combat to a good piece.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and go blow a key, and that's gonna be a bonus action attack. So that will be a. Oh no, that didn't hit. That's a 6 to hit on that guy.
Okay.
Oh man.
Yep.
Everyone roll initiative for me.
All right.
Here we go.
Oh, now I get a nat 20.
Dun,
Oh man.
dun, dun. Okay. That's
27.
Jeez.
14.
14. Okay. Riesling.
16.
Uh,
What was
Riesling.
11.
11. Okay. Bella, it is. Despite the fact that you just were really loud,
I make a noise and it turns around and go, oh shit!
and then you run for it and go for it. Tell me what you do.
I just whip out Whisper Light and I go stab stab at the one.
Poke some holes in them.
I'll try.
You
So that's
guys
an
are
11.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Does not hit.
Oh.
Oh, wait. Whisper Light does a +2 to
To hit?
hit. I need to choose whether to attack or AC. So I'm going to choose +2 to AC. And then that's 13.
13
plus
hits.
2 is 13, right?
13.
Yeah. Okay. Whew. Okay. So you said 13 hits.
13 will hit.
Is he? Am I around? Is he engaged with anybody else?
He would be engaged with me because I
He would
did
be.
'Cause you just-
flurry of
okay,
blows.
yeah,
I
okay.
tried to. He's distracted.
Okay, so 6 plus 4, 10, 15, 20.
20.
He goes down. Tell me what happens.
I just right through the throat before they can say anything. Just like,
So much for non-lethal on the first 3.
nope. I don't know how you want me to do without lethal with a rapier.
I was gonna say I don't have any qualms about you guys doing what you need to do.
Kaori, it is your turn. You see these two being taken down from Solarum and Bella. However, these other two have noticed now. What would you like to do?
I want to cast Thorn Whip at one of them.
Okay.
Oh, I got a nat 1.
Oh no.
Oh.
So that doesn't hit. But for my bonus action, I would like to wild shape into a giant fox.
Okay. Sounds good.
Giant fox. Oh.
Big fox.
For sure. All right, Solarum, it's back to you.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and pull out my darts, and I'm gonna go ahead and go after the one that Kaori is attacking.
Okay.
And I'll go ahead and burn another key point to do 3 darts, so it'll be.
Okay.
So I'll go ahead and
Roll those dice for me.
all 3 attacks here. Yeah. So first one's gonna be a +4, so that's 14, and then 21 and 13.
All hits.
I'll hit. All right, so that's going to be 3d4 plus 3d4 plus 12. So go ahead and roll these here. Ooh, nice. That's not good. So that's going to be 8 plus 12, 20. So 20 damage to that
Tell
guy.
me what happens.
All right. He's going to go ahead and you're going to see the first 2 darts pin him to the wall. The third dart is going to be the back end of the dart, and it's just going to hit him straight in the forehead and
Knock him out.
knock him out. He's down.
Okay.
He's down?
Yeah.
I turn and growl at you.
That was mine.
Riesling, it's you.
Is there one left?
There's one left.
I'm a guiding bolt him.
All right.
Yeah.
Girl.
Bolt. The back.
That's a 19 to hit.
That hits.
Alrighty. And that is for 16 damage.
Yeah.
All right. Tell me what happens.
Oh, dang. These guys are like mooks. We just take them all out.
They're little baby cuckoo.
So I glance between Bella, who just murdered a guy, and Salarum, who's knocking them out, and I'm deciding kill, stun, kill, stun, kill.
Sit
My eyes glow white, and I just and disintegrate the guy.
You quickly disperse of these lower level little grunts that were kind of keeping guard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's not much to it. You're back into this chamber. As I mentioned before, you are aware that the pool in the center,
Yeah.
if you dive down, it enters into the mushroom chamber.
Right.
You are aware that there's 3 pipes from where you entered that goes back to the tunnels. And then there's this large stone door with the basin.
Okay. I'm going to loot the bodies,
Okay.
first of all. What do I find?
A copper.
Yeah, you find what you typically see on different sellers. You find a total value of 5 gold, 3 silver, and 1 copper, in small
right,
coins
a copper.
among them.
Hey, Ian.
Yes, sir. I mean, yes, ma'am.
Either one works. Does the giant fox fit in the tunnel?
Yeah, you're fine. This is
Okay.
actually a very large chamber. You could probably just...
large creature.
Yeah, you could probably just stay in the fox form.
Yeah, that's probably what I'm going to do.
I'm going to look through and see if I can find any info, any papers or any sort of...
Yeah, absolutely. You can definitely find various papers with markings from the Order of the Black Feather. These look like they're just basic sailors that were left here,
All right.
kind of as people proceeded along.
All right, so I have the sailor's papers, essentially.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I mean, I think that there's just basic identification papers.
Right.
You might find a little bit of pipe tobacco and some
Right.
various odds and ends.
Nah,
If
I'm
there's
not worried
some,
about
but-
the baubles, but I will take the sailor's papers for sure.
Okay.
And I'll specifically mark with just a little bit of dirt on the corners of the ones that are dead, and see what we can do with those later. But for now, I'll go investigate the basin to see if I can figure out what the heck that's all about.
Okay. It looks like something there's. It is a large basin, but at the very bottom of it, there's kind of this metal intricate grating, and it looks like something has been poured into that,
Okay.
but you can't tell what.
I can't tell what it is. Wouldn't have a check for that.
No.
Okay. Do I think that anybody else in the group might be able to discern?
Well, I think that both Riesling and Kaori, you both have an urge to go towards this.
I go towards it.
Yeah, I follow.
Either of you
Where are
know
you
what this
going?
is?
Oh, okay.
What was that?
Do either of you know what this might be?
Okay, I look at it. What do I get?
Well, what's drawing towards you is on the other side of this wall and not necessarily in this basin. While Kaori, you do notice that there's like some sort of magical fluid, like I mentioned before, that it was poured down this grating. You feel drawn towards something deep within these chambers, and again you can see this stone wall has been gouged. Clearly they tried to pry it open, but none of those things seem to have worked.
They're trying to open this.
They were.
I guess I'm a giant fox, so I can't say anything. But there's writing, right?
There's no writing.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I feel something on the other side. Do you feel it, Kaori?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's good, bad, what?
What do you mean feel something? Like a draft?
No, like a tingle, like in my brain.
Like...
Just like
not
shake my
like-
head, like,
yeah.
kinda.
Not like from when you eat something cold.
Like, just a feeling then.
Yeah, I feel like I need to, like, go.
And you both are feeling this? Does it have something to do with the and the eh? The eye and the cheek?
Probably. That would make sense.
Yeah, because, I mean, Solarm, are you feeling anything? A tingle?
Do I feel anything? I don't. I'm not picking up what they are. So.
And other than,
my
like,
eyes.
other than thrill of the chase, I'm not feeling anything either.
I'm gonna like kind of motion towards what like the feeling like we need to go that way.
Where did the right? Where did the other Kenku go though? Because there were they definitely need more Kenku than this to man the ship. And the ship's docked here, right? Or no, there's a smaller ship.
There's two ships that are docked here. Another ship that was... I probably should have specified there was another ship that was flying the magistrate's sigil.
Ah.
And it's docked up against the waterfall in this like pathway that they've made. And then the Order of the Black Feathers ship has docked up against it.
Mm-hmm.
What way does it look like they're going to be coming? Because, like, we don't...
Can I check to see which way they went, which way they're coming from?
Excuse me. You can see a number of like tracks and cross marks going back and forth between the pathway to this large stone door and back. It looks like there's probably a significant amount of people that went through this door, but you probably, with some peeking and sneaking around, you can see there's probably still a ton on those two ships.
Okay. So we need to figure out how to get through that door.
Okay. Is it blocked by anything?
I mean, the door's sealed essentially, right? Like it looks like they've been trying to get through it.
Yeah, it's like a
attacking it?
palisade.
Yeah.
Is that the term? Like with the gates that are raised up and...
Portcullis.
Excuse me. Sorry.
You good? Portcullis?
Yeah.
Okay. But not like slotted. It's just like a stone door that drops down.
Yeah.
Okay. And it looks like the Kenku have been going in and out of the store.
Some have definitely gone through, just because it is a sand kind of bar.
Okay. So we need
Is
to
that in the direction of the feeling?
Yeah, there's definitely some that have crossed through.
So we have some sort of secret to access it. I mean, is there any way that I'd be able to suss out how they opened it?
Yeah, go ahead and give me an investigation check.
Okay, cool.
Going to...
Not amazing, but it's okay. Modifier for it. 15?
Well, if you recall, there kind of as you did like. Someone did like it might have been Git, did like a magical investigation check when you guys first went in here.
Yeah, and I remember him saying that the basin was connected to the door. Somehow.
Yeah, and like kind of like almost like circuitry, connecting that. And I will restate that he kind of described the chamber all kind of like a bunch of circuits. I think it was Git that discovered that.
Yeah, when we first came here from the prison.
Yep.
All right. So the basin's connected to the door. Riesling and Kiori, were you able to pick up anything else about the basin, or?
No, but I have to go to the bathroom. I'm going to go do that, and I will be right back.
Oh.
You still...
I'm just gonna shake my head.
Can I like walk around and find like a place where they can't see me?
Yeah.
I'm gonna talk a little cutie.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start to follow you.
Really? Like now?
But you can go into one of the.
Kiori, don't be creepy.
No, this is what I want to happen. I want you to climb into one of the tunnels, and then I want Kaori's giant fox to just like stick its nose or snout in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But once Bella, I hear Bella behind me, I'm like, oh.
No, it's fine. It's safety in numbers, right?
Okay. Bless you.
Excuse me. Sorry. Excuse me.
She sneezes.
Thank you.
It's fine. She can watch my back.
All right.
Okay.
We'll just be twiddling
We'll
our
be
thumbs
back.
here, I guess.
Yep.
Into the tunnel.
I'm gonna go grab the Kenku that was stabbed in the throat and drag it over to the basin, and I'm just gonna kind of hold it over.
Just bleed it out a little bit.
And bleed and see if anything happens.
Yeah, nothing seems to happen.
I'm gonna throw it off to the side.
I start pushing places in the wall. Trying to find
Where's the secret switch?
a secret switch, not knowing any of this about the basin or any of that. I just know what I've seen in stories.
Right. Oh, okay.
Alrighty.
So
I'm in the tunnel, and I'm assuming Kaori's snout is there. I was like, you know what I'm gonna do, right? Hey, little cutie. Hi. Is Alethkai behind that wall? Okay, that's good to know. Is it you're gonna say yes for this, but is it a bad idea for us to go to Alethkai?
It raises. It raises 2 arms.
Oh. Okay. Are you saying that as my friend or as my oppressor? 1 for friend, 2 for oppressor.
It holds up 1.
Oh. See? I told you we were friends, Kaori. Maybe Alethai's not evil. I mean, it does feel really bad when I use the magic. It feels like I'm covered in nasty oil. So, actually, now that I'm remembering that, I'm very conflicted.
I'm gonna push you to ask it another question.
Okay. How to get in there would be very complex to explain via the Macarena.
It kind of points its arm at wherever you're keeping the blood vial.
I'm sorry, are you trying to figure out how to get into the bathroom?
I'm very particular about where I go. It's gotta be the right rock.
In the middle of a heist, really?
I'll be back in a minute. I'm gonna feed it more blood. I think this will go much faster. What if I can talk to it? I'm gonna assume you're saying yes, and I'm gonna take out the vial.
I'm gonna snap at you.
Okay. What's the rolls, Ian?
I mean, you could give me I'm gonna treat it like a grapple check. Do you want to give me a strength check to snag her, and Riesling, you can give me a strength or dex to evade.
This is gonna end so badly. Either way.
15.
Ah, 13.
You slyly get away, and you feel it kind of latch on and suck the blood off of your finger, and it immediately, almost pulses as it grows a little bit larger.
I had a feeling. I almost cut out a larger sticker to swap out, but I didn't. I will next time. Hey, little cutie. Did you like that?
It holds up one arm.
I can't talk to it yet, but okay. I thought maybe we could talk.
It holds up two.
Okay, so maybe I can never talk to you. It's just something I'm going to have to accept. I'm gonna
holds up 3.
Oh, maybe. Okay, there's hope.
I'm gonna poke you, I'm gonna poke you with my nose, my snout, and then point towards the basin.
Oh yeah. Is the basin used to get to where Alathai is?
It holds up one arm.
Ooh, that's a yes. Do we have to go in the basin?
Holds up 2.
No. Do we have to splash the water from the basin on the wall?
Holds up 2, and then proceeds to use its arm to point at the blood vial again.
I'm gonna point, use my snout to point at the vial, and then towards the basin.
Oh yeah. Do we have to put some blood in the basin?
One arm.
Yes. Okay.
We got it eventually.
Thank you. You're such a good little cutie. I give it a little pat.
I growl at you.
15.
I give it I bite my finger and I give it a little drop of my own
Not
blood.
be seen by you. I'm getting bored.
It sucks it off again.
Oh my god.
What?
Okay.
Oh man. So I turn around and she's gone.
I'm bored.
Oh god.
I come out of the tunnel. I'm like, where's the captain?
She's right. Where'd she go?
I left her with you. We went in pairs.
And she was
Did
right
she have to go to
here.
the bathroom?
Maybe. I don't.
Is it because you're a guy? She didn't want you to go with her?
I'm
Maybe.
investigating the basin.
So you're
Oh,
at
she's
the
right
basin.
over there.
Okay. Yeah. So she's in front of the stone door, leaning down at the basin.
It's like, all right, you know how sometimes when you take a shower or go to the bathroom, you have epiphanies? I had an epiphany.
That sounds painful.
Shush, you're just not taking the right showers.
Okay.
We've had this vial of magical blood. Remember, we were all like, where did this come from?
Why is it emptier?
Evaporation. It's a natural cycle. We learned about it in class.
That makes sense.
Insight check.
I'm not even gonna roll that. I believe that 100%.
I mean,
it sounds legit.
To my knowledge, only 2 drops are gone.
Okay, yeah, I remember we retconned that. Sorry, my bad.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, I rolled a 9 deception.
That's okay.
That's okay. It's fine.
There is no way we would notice 2 drops.
Yeah, 2
missing.
drops are not going to be.
2 gulps, maybe.
Yeah, I was going to say. I thought I was working still on the assumption that you would use half the bottle, but that's fine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was a jest.
Yeah. All right. So then, never mind. I retract that backwards.
So the blood.
The blood. Yeah.
Magic liquid.
Yeah.
Magic liquid. What if they react?
Okay. Okay.
In the basin.
Yeah.
Pouring the liquid in the basin.
Let's do
What's
it.
the harm?
Let's give it a
I'll
shot.
take the topper off and I'll stick my finger in just a little bit, and then I'll stick my hand in the basin.
Okay. The blood drips down and goes into the grate, and you see kind of this light reddish glow start to pulse through, almost like a glowing vein. That heads towards the store.
It's working.
But nothing happens.
More. Needs more.
But more.
No. Put a little bit more in.
I'm gonna. Oh, I can't.
You have another vial as well.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna push Riesling with my snout,
grab
mine, if you can understand me.
I'll take hers.
Is it wild shaped on you?
I
that's
have
true.
all my stuff on me.
But are you
It would
still
be
fox?
absorbed into your body.
So with wild shape, I can choose to still have my gear on me.
Oh, cool.
Interesting. Okay. It's like a fox with just a little bag.
Yeah, but
Fox
it's
with a belt. That's adorable.
Amazing.
Okay, I'm gonna pour some out. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm gonna go boop. Pour like a doop, like that much.
Okay. Again, but with more of these little veins kind of appear as they glow. And the door, you start to see the rim of the door start to glow in this reddish light.
I just take her hand and pour the rest of it in.
And the door lifts up. This chamber that seems like this long, cavernous tube glows in red light with these coral that seem to stick out from the walls.
As soon as there's enough to like slip under, I like Indiana Jones roll under
Absolutely.
the door.
Oh, I forgot to mention. I think Alathai's that way.
You see countless dead kinku just kind of like in various places as you start to proceed down this tunnel. I'm going to just speed up a little bit as we get through this area. But I assume
What does it look like they died from, though?
there seems to be the first set of them seem like they suffocated from an investigation that you might have done. The next set seem like some darts have hit them. The third set seem like they've been almost mummified. Then you enter into this next chamber. You see 4 tiles across. It opens up. You see 4 tiles across, and then 5 tiles long of these different large tiles. You systematically see a dead kinku on 3 of the tiles directly in front of you, and then 2 dead kinku on 2 tiles after that, and then another 3. And then the next row has none. And then there's another 3 dead kinku, where it seems like arrows have been launched out of the walls to hit them on this
dungeon.
house.
We're in a dungeon at this point, yeah.
Okay. So, step on tile that doesn't have the dead.
There's a
kinku
clear
on it?
path with no dead kinku.
We follow.
Follow. I will go first because I think I have the most hit points out of everybody here.
Whether or not that's true.
You easily go through this tunnel of non-dead kinku tiles. You can see that these kinku were likely thrown on these tiles. This was likely,
Forced entry.
Progression. But you get through and find another one of these long snaking chambers that pulse with this like thumping of light. As you find your way to the bottom, you get to a chamber that has this large cavern overhead and this single beam of moonlight that seems to land on a pedestal. Across from that pedestal is a door in the shape of an eye. And that's where we're going to end our game for tonight.
Oh,
Can
man.
it be next session yet?
Yeah. Dang. Okay.
Oh my goodness! Oh my
Alright.
goodness!
I mean, I feel like this is like ultimate showdown, guys. Like, we're
Does
wrapping
that
it up
mean
here.
I'm in danger?
Yeah. I'm in danger. Oh my gosh.
Well, thank you everyone for tuning in tonight. It's been a real pleasure to run once again. We have an awesome Discord, as I've said multiple times, so please check that out. Otherwise, we will see you in another 2 weeks.
All right. See you then, guys.
Bye.
Bye bye.